Hi folks, it's Andy. Welcome to this episode of Kendo Video Feedback. Okay, so in this series of videos, I take footage that you wonderful channel viewers have sent to me. If I can get my words out today. We watch it together, I give you some feedback, and hopefully everybody benefits from it. We're going to look at quite a few submissions today. I didn't manage to do one last week, so I've got a little bit of a backlog. I'm going to try and get through 5 submissions today. All right, so it might be a little bit of a long video, but we'll try and fire through them. I'll try and keep everything concise and to the point. Easy to understand. Before I do jump into it though, don't forget to appease our YouTube overlords by liking, sharing, subscribing. Write a comment down below using the word Kendo. What a fantastic Kendo video. Something like that. And then the YouTube masters will unleash the robots to go and find people and get them to start Kendo. Okay, that's how it works, I'm pretty sure. And we've already sort of had loads of people start Kendo. We're aiming for 6 million. We've got more than half of that already. Probably start Kendo through this method that is probably how it works. So write a comment down below. What a great Kendo video. Like it, share it, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. But most importantly, if you like the content that I put out, if you like this sort of video, if you like Kendo Rant, if you like the instructional videos that I put out, shop at KendoStar.com. KendoStar is the best Kendo equipment website in the history and the future of the human race. Of course, I would say that because I own the place, but everybody agrees with me. It's the best stuff. You get the best kit. You get the best service. Everyone's a winner. That's the Japanese, old, ancient Japanese saying, everyone's a winner, baby. That's the truth. Shop at KendoStar.com. You won't regret it. You're going to shop with us anyway, all right? Don't go and waste your money somewhere else first, then regret it. Come and spend with us in the end. Just come to the right place in the first instance and everyone's going to be happy. Okay? All right, let's get to this first one. So let's have a quick look. The first one, what information I've got started. Here's a submission. It says started Kendo in September 2022 and Borga as of March 2023. So Borga from March this year. So only a few months. Currently first Q, good. But was Nikyu in the video since grading was the day after the tournament. Okay, so you got your EQ the day after this. That's great. You're a pretty tall guy, so the distance management has always been a problem. You always underestimate how much reach you have and how far the Mono-ichi on the Shinai can go when you're striking. You feel like you landed some pretty decent hits, especially on the Kaishido, but the judges didn't even acknowledge my strikes because I was way too close to my opponent when performing my waza. I'm the white side for the Shiai. Thanks for taking the time from your busy schedule to watch the video. No problem at all. Okay, let's have a look. So you're the white player. All right, white player. This is a Shiai. Your EQ now. You got your EQ the day after this Shiai. So let's have a little look at this. All right. Okay, we're going to start straight off the bat. Okay. Right. Okay, let's sort out this posture. We talk about this S-shaped posture. We want away from that. We want an A shape. All right. So I want you to push your shoulder blades together a bit, and as you stand in your kamae and push your hips back a little bit, straighten your legs ever so slightly, not locked straight, but a little bit straighter, so that you're in a nice A shape, not an S shape. Can you see what I mean by the S shape? And you'll have a totally different experience. Right, let's have a look. You see that first one? Okay. Okay, so you see this movement? This isn't the movement you want to be making. You see how you sort of crab into the side this way, right? That's, you know, your footwork as a whole isn't terrible, but it wants to be more forward. You can move to the side, of course, but what you're doing here is like this kind of crab into the side this way, whereas it wants to be a bit more sharp. Do you know what I'm saying? And part of that's your left heel's too high, which is also adding to this left shape. This left hand's too high as well. So if you fix all this, so I'm throwing loads at you, but if you fix all that, the whole thing's going to change for the better. Okay, good attacking spirit. This is not the Kaishido you mentioned, I expect, but this is obviously not how to make the Kaishido Ippon. Can you see what I mean about this sort of crabbing round to the side here? Oops, I skipped forward there. This sort of, you know. I think there's an issue of flight or something here. Fair enough. Skip past that, okay. Okay, so I see what you're doing with this sort of Kaishido thing, right? But the way you're doing the Kaishido is not quite right. I wouldn't worry about it too much just yet. Let's get you to Nidan and then we can start worrying about Kaishido a bit more. Because here what's happening is, like, you're almost losing the points here because the way the mechanics of your Kaishido aren't quite there. But there's other issues that are more important that we need to fix first that will lead into you doing better Kaishido. So I don't want to sort of start giving you a load of advice on your Kaishido because we're sort of trying to run before we can walk. If we fix this sort of footwork issue here, you see how your left foot's flat on the ground? We never want that to happen at the start, right? Okay, so this is... I will make one point on it, and as I did end up as the point, okay? As I did end up as a point, because you're sort of... your left foot was planted flat, you tried to block just with your hands, then of course the men hits before you're able to properly block, right? So it's not really the way we want to be doing Kaishido, all right? But we'll get to that later. Okay, so yeah, definitely, look, I think the thing we want to fix first is this. I've said it a lot now, but you see how we're sort of arching forward in the kamae here. Hands are far too forward. If we fix this, you're going to have so much more success. Okay, so I can't see exactly what happened here, right? But I don't know what this is. All right? So I'm being blunt with you here, mate. All right? I want the best for you, all right? So don't take this personally, yeah? But I'm not sure what it is you were trying to achieve at this point. Okay? So just give that some thought. I don't think there's a big issue sort of distance-wise, which is what you mentioned in the message. And if there is, it's caused because your hands are sort of way out in front of you. They're a little bit too far away from your body. I like this though. This is really good though, how you react, right? Okay, so here, it's not good that your feet are sort of planted when he attacks you. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah. But immediately trying to make a strike afterwards, this is good. You want to keep that. Definitely want to keep that, right? So that's good. So this is a good attempt at men's strike actually. It obviously didn't hit or anything. So a little bit better footwork. Sharpen up that footwork, and you'll find you'll have more success with Wazzle like that. Okay, so again we're still sort of crabbing around like that to the right. Yeah, I see what you mean about this Kaishido. So this is a better one, but the problem is, right, is your basics aren't up to, right, your kamae and your asabaki, which is what I know I'm banging the drum on this, all right, and probably the main thing you're going to take away from this video is that. But without fixing that, there's not a lot of point in me going into detail about Kaishido with you because you need that foundation first. But again, can you see how that left foot is flat on the ground? First of all, like that, right? And then just blocking with the hands, and then this sort of hit just with the hands. This can't really be Ippon. It's not Kentai no Ichi, right? I'm not saying you should do Fumikomi. You shouldn't do Fumikomi on Kaishido for the most part. And then you sort of raise the sword in the air like this and kind of show the referees that you just hit with the hands. Look, everyone, I just hit with my hands. So it doesn't help you, yeah? So let me see if I can find an example for you to look at instead. Just bear with me. Okay, so I found a video example for you. This is from the, it's an old video I've done. It's about 5 years old now. But it's from a video I did about Ojiwaza. And this is just from the demonstration of Kaishido that I do in that video. It's not the best example in the world, but I just want you to watch the points that I'm making. Okay, so first, it's at full speed. First thing we're going to talk about, though, is the kamae position. All right, can you see how my left hand's not too far away from my body like yours? And I'm in more of an A shape rather than this sort of S shape, okay? So if we watch that in slow motion, obviously I step in to invite them in. This is a little bit more advanced than where you're at. But what's really important is that my left heel doesn't go flat on the ground here. Yeah, my left heel is up. All right, I'm using my whole body to strike here. Then, as I make the strike, my hips turn to the sort of this way. Yeah, if you can see what I mean. Yeah, this way. If we watch it again at full speed. Oh, that was Nukido. Same idea. This is a Nukido. Similar idea. Okay, so because your feet sort of don't do that, your feet plant, you just block with the hands. This, and then the strike itself is just coming with a single hand strike. It's difficult to be awarded the ippon, all right, as we saw. All right, if we watch yours again, you see what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Okay. I really like this Atoichi that you're doing though. Hitting after. It's good. You just have to be careful about going out of the shiaijo, okay? Just a tip here, by the way. Just a tip here. When you do the hansoku, and the shimpan says hansoku ikkai, you should turn and acknowledge to the shimpan, and then return to the shiai. Okay? A lot of people don't teach that. Okay, so the real key to this right now is sharpening up this footwork. All right, sharpening up this footwork. Not letting your left foot touch the ground like it does now. Yeah, no left heel on the ground. Yeah, nice and sharp movements. Okay, and because your footwork was doing this, you're unable to respond when they come into attack. Right, this is the textbook example actually. Yeah, because you're sort of doing this crabbing footwork over here, and then he suddenly attacks you, and you have to kind of try to meet his timing, and of course you're too late. Okay, so you receive the men strike. All right, that is what it is. Okay, so we want to fix that kamae, and we want to sharpen up that footwork. We don't want to be crabbing around the place. You can move right and left, but it has to be with sharp, okuriashi. All right, and good movement of the left foot. Never putting the left heel on the ground. All right, if we fix those things, left hand not too far away from us, nice, good, straight kamae, shoulder blades together this way, you're going to see a massive change in your whole kendo. You get through shodan, get yourself towards nidan, and then we can start talking about improving those ojiwaza like your kaishido, those more advanced ones like that. Okay, right, let's move on to the next submission. Okay, next one. This is another Shiai feedback. This says, I'm hoping to give me some feedback from the Mimeshitari. The Mimeshitari is a very big tournament that was here in the UK a couple of weeks ago. I was there myself. It was fantastic. Great event. Really, really good. Let's see. Currently Shodan. Plan going for Nidan at the Western Seminar next July. Cool. He's happy with the performance as a team, but wasn't satisfied with your own performance, especially watching the fights back. It looked too rushed. Feels like I missed out on opportunities for ippon. You're in the white. Now, you sent me 3 videos. I'm not going to look at them all. I'm sorry. You sent me 4 videos. I'm not going to look at them all, if you don't mind, because we've got a lot to get through. But we'll have a look at one of them. Okay, and we'll go from there. Okay, so I picked this one out because it's got the sort of easiest to view camera angle. So we'll have a look. I'm sure the points that I raise are going to be consistent throughout the other videos. All right. So I'm sorry, I'm not going to look at all of them, but I think we can get a good idea from what we see from one. Okay. So let's have a look. If not, I'll have a look at another. Okay. But let's see. Okay. So you're the white player on the left here. Okay. So I was actually Shimpan on the other court, on the other Shiaijo. So I didn't see this match. Okay, so this player here. Okay, so let's start with this Kamai. We talked about the Kamai, yeah? Right? A little bit too S-shaped. These shoulders are too far forward. Shoulder blades together. Okay, hips back a little bit. Legs not as bent. Okay, good. This is good. All right. Let's have a look here. Bit of a big swing on the shinai, but you know it's normal at the level you're at, if I'm honest with you. But you see how you're at sort of a bit at danger of the degote. Fortunately for you. Unfortunately for them, your partner was unable to make the accurate strike, and your main strike was unable to connect as well. But overall, the what I would say is your Humikomi and your Hikitsuke is very good. Very good. I'm happy with it. Good. Very good. Very good. Yeah, this is good. I quite like this Hikimen. Obviously, your footwork, you seem to lose your balance a little bit, all right? So what I'd say is there's a little bit too much, the sharpness and the speed of your footwork is really good, but there's a little bit too much tension in it, which is why you sort of, when you went backwards, which was great, bam, you went backwards really fast, good. But then, because there's a little bit too much probably stiffness or tension in it, you lost your sort of footing a little bit, okay? Right again. Great opportunity for Hikimen though, very good. But I want you to fight more at Tsubazaria, right? Okay, you see here, you come to Tsubazaria and then just quickly try to escape, right? Tsubazaria is valid still, and it's still a legitimate fighting position. So you have to use it, you have to utilize it in your Shiai as well, all right? So I want you to do that. I don't want you to just get there and then try to run away. Go for it. Nice. That was good. Good. Not quite enough there for Ippon really, but the very good time strike. I think slightly lacking in Tsuyosa to Sae, so Terunuchi needed to make probably a little bit better contact. Okay, I've lost the sound, but there we go, got it back. Let's have another look. Quite good. But again, like I say, it was a really, really well timed men, but it just needs a little bit sharper in terms of the actual striking for it to really convince the referees to put the flag up for you. Oh, very good. It was very good that. Unfortunately, didn't really have the space to finish it, to go straight back. So what you want to do next time is, this is a brilliant Hikimen, but because you sort of bailed on it early because you didn't want to go out of the Shiaijo, it wasn't quite enough to convince the other two Shimpan. What you want to do to really convince them to put those flags up is, if you've not got much space in the Shiaijo, you don't have to go straight. You can come sideways a bit, yeah? Man, go backwards and start to come round. So you could have come round this way towards the camera. So do you see what I mean? And you might have been able to convince that a little bit more. Like you might have been able to finish it because you made a great opportunity. This was okay, but you weren't able to break the opponent's kamae, so you weren't able to achieve the ippon there either. I think overall, look, you're on the right track. 100% you're on the right track. It's good. You're a little bit tense, all right? A little bit tense, okay? overall. So there's a little bit of like, I don't know, like I watch it a little bit and I kind of feel a bit like, oh, you know, just chill a bit. Do you know what I mean? Good. So you want to avoid this type of thing. This here. See where you stepped in and sort of poked forward with your hands, right? An experienced player is going to like really deal with that effectively. And there's not going to be a lot you can do with it. You don't want to do bend this way. You know, you want to use your asabaki, use your shinai sabaki, get your distance, and make a step. Good. Good. It was a maritime one before you got a good one. Yeah, but this is fantastic Ippon, all right? Just as your opponent lost concentration, made this perfect Hikimen strike. Very, very good. Very, very good. Good Fumikomi as well. Excellent. Excellent. I like what you're doing. There's a little bit of work we're going to have to do to get through Nidan, but not a lot. Not a lot.
Fight again!
Good, good. That was excellent. That was excellent. Excellent. So, because there's a bit too much tension and a lack of fluidity in your ash sabaki, you kind of lost a little bit of control of your own momentum after hitting. The strike itself was brilliant. All right, very, very nice. I really like it. You really got a brilliant Debanamen. Absolutely fantastic. That brilliant, 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 brilliant. Right, but then what happens then is you sort of collide, and because there's a lot of sort of, you're still not quite smooth there with your footwork. You see how it sort of all goes a little bit, you know what I mean, afterwards. You can see it, right? You can see what I'm saying, right? Good. This bit here. Man, sort of feel, right? Want to kind of axe that, all right? And let's smoothen it out. And overall, you'll get a lot more success, I think. I think it'll have a benefit in lots of other ways. Fantastic, fantastic. Okay, good. I don't think I need to see your other matches. I've got a good idea of what your Kendo's like. It's good. I like it. Nidan's not far away for you at all. It's probably a little bit of work that you could do to make sure you get through it. But yeah, I like what you're doing. I'd work on this kamae a little bit. All right, this kamae a little bit is it's not super efficient. Okay. If you fix that, you'll be able to make more efficient strikes and less opportunities for your opponent to hit you. I think if we can lose some of the tension, add a little bit more fluidity to your footwork, you're going to really start to level up real quick. All right. So I like what you're doing. Good work. Good work. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Okie dokie, next we're looking at a Shinsa. This is a grading. This is for 4th Q, all right? So it's an entry-level exam, which is cool. It says you're on the right-hand side, all right? I don't have much information other than that, but let's have a quick look at you, okay? So you're on this side here. Okay, looks good pretty much. Okay, fine. I'd try to keep your heels off the ground when you're receiving the case, even though you're doing it ayumiyashi. It's not just walking. But it's fine, I don't need to see all that. Right, okay, good. Right, let's have a look at the meat of this. Okay. Let me just go back a second. Wait a second. Okay, right. This initial kamae position's not right, okay? This left leg is too bent. All right, you cannot launch yourself forward from here. You can only launch yourself upwards. All right, so I want you to be a little bit more, again, sort of, this left leg wants to be probably a couple of inches back and a little bit straighter. Most of your weight here is probably on your right leg when it needs to be more on the left leg. Also, the height of the Kensen is too high, okay? Too high. So I'd push your hips back a little bit, lower that Kensen. You'll have an all-round better, more efficient, effective kami. Right, first thing you don't want to do on the Shinsa, because these are too close together, right? And step back. All right, don't do that. Don't ever do that, okay? You want to, especially on the Shinsa. Okay, forward. Okay, so we're not quite getting to grips with Fumikomi yet, are we? All right. Oh, that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. Fine, no problem here. Look, for fourth Q, no problem. This is all fine. All right, you know what? I take it back. Your Fumikomi's not too bad. Your Fumikomi's not too bad. Not too bad. All right, you could do with a little bit of work. Let me have another look at it. And there's a bit too much tension in your upper body after hitting. You're kind of like hitting and then stiffing like this, like rigor mortis, like this. Yeah, pound, nice and relaxed after hitting. Okay. Okay, so we don't want this to happen, right? You see where we sort of clash and then we go, oh no, what's going to happen? We're all going to start doing sumo. Yeah, we don't need to do that. Yeah. Nice, smooth footwork, control our body weight. We can move around. We don't have to get into a pushing contest, all right? Well, you did well to handle that, to be fair. So it's stuff like this that's letting you down on this Sumikomi stuff, right? You see here, it's not really happening. You're not really pushing from the left, you're stepping out with the right. And you really want to push from the left leg. Launch yourself forward with the left leg. But you see what I'm saying about this Kensen? Sorry, I'm moving fast. I'm talking fast because we've got a lot to get through. But this Kensen is just too high and it looks like you're sort of leaning back almost. One more time, let's have a look at that. Yeah, it's as I expect. So the Fumikomi as a general rule is fine, but your foot is landing well before your strike, and it's because, like I say, you're stepping forward with the right foot as you hit, rather than launching from the left foot as you hit. So it's really about pushing off from the left leg. I really recommend you watch the video I've done about improving your Fumikomi. I think it can help you a lot. All right. Okay, that's the end of that one. Let's have a look at your second one. I guess you're going to do the Kikai this time. That's what I'm most interested in seeing. Yeah, we've only got 360s on. So, yeah, so your community is good, all right? But we have got an issue with your Fumikomi, all right? We have got an issue with Fumikomi. Okay, your foot lands distinctly before the shinai. If anything, I don't want you to think of it too much like this, but anything, the shinai lands a split second before the foot because you're leaping forward as you strike. That's the point of the Fumikomi, right? So it's really about pushing off from the left leg. All right, so as you're working towards like Shodan and stuff, that's what you definitely want to look at. Kirikaishi as a whole is not too bad. Look, your Sayumen strikes are not the best in the world. I'll sort of admit that, but but you know, at this level, it's not too bad. What I'm more interested in is whether your hands and feet are in sync or not, which they generally are. So that's pretty good. But yeah. See, when you do these last mounted, it's not too bad. It's not too noticeable. I mean, it is actually. If I just go back again, let's see. Yeah, it is kind of noticeable. It's not quite in sync. You know what I mean? So, I really want you to think about leaping forward with the left leg rather than stepping out with the right. If that makes sense. Okay, good. Again, Kensen's too high. And you see, it's like stuff like this, right? So I can see, you can see that you're sort of, it's stepping with the right leg. Like this, look, you see how, like, it's not your left leg at all that's doing any work here. It's just your right leg stamping forward. Now, there is, like, short fumikomi where you hit on the spot. It's a lot more advanced than where you're at right now. But it's as crazy as it sounds, even when you do fumikomi on the spot, it comes from the left leg. You kind of, you engage your hips and your left leg as you do it. You don't just, you know, it's complicated, but it's different to what we're talking about here, right? What we're not doing is what the problem is here is you're not engaging the left leg, so it's your body's not fully engaged into the strike, so you can't really. It's a little bit obvious here actually. It's quite handy. You see how, like, I don't know how to explain it so well for you, but see how you're like kind of like this, like leaning over, so you're not like, your hips aren't properly engaged into the strike. That makes sense. So really, when you think about pushing off from the left leg, fumikiri is the word you're looking for. Fumikiri, all right. Okay. Otherwise, fine though. You know, I think if you fix that, you're gonna see a big improvement in lots of ways. All right. So I'd work on that more than anything. Yeah, because you can see here when you try to do nidanwaza, it kind of all goes to pot, doesn't it? It's not too bad on this one. You see how you're launching here? It's fine, but you're sort of launching upwards rather than forwards. And then when you try to do the kote men after, like, it's totally out of sync, right? So. Okay, and there we go. Okay, so I want you to think about that. Really push from the launch from the left leg. Push forward from the left leg. Try not stepping. It's not stepping out with the right, but pushing and launching off from the left. Okie dokie. Right, let's move on. I think we've got one more. Okay, last one. Right, let's have a look at what we're looking at here. We have got, it says, Hi Fish Sensei, I am sending this message with 2 YouTube video links attached for you to have a look at from my recent Q exam performance. I've been doing Kendo for 2 years. First year purely followed your YouTube channel. Wow. Okay. In second year in the dojo. Oh, good. Okay. I was in 4th Q. I was 4th Q before the grade-in, and I got 3rd Q at this grade-in. I was hoping for 2nd Q, to be honest, as I really worked hard. So I was hoping you can look at the clips and give me some advice. I'm number 1. I'm the one near the camera. In clip number 1, sorry, I am near the camera. Right, gotcha, okay. My opponent strikes too deep and makes me harder to have clear men strike. The second video, was the further one, and my opponent's very experienced Kendo guy. I was struggling against him. Thank you very much. Right, let's have a look. So this is in the UK, I think, and it looks like it's like what we call like an open Q shinsa, so where you do the grading and then the panel decides which grade you should have, which is fine. It's normal. So if I understood your message right, in clip 1, which this one is, you are near the camera. Okay, so let's have a look. And then clip 2, you're the other side. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, right, let's have a look. So in this one, you say your concern was that your opponent was striking too deep and you found it difficult to make a clear men strike, and you wanted 2nd Q. Let's have a look what's gone wrong. All right. Okay, Kyukai's fine. Look, Kyukai's is mostly fine, right? Especially the level you're at. Here's what I'd say though. It's one of the things that people often miss with Kirikaishi is the hase, yeah, and the step in are 2 separate actions, all right? You do the hase from the toma, yeah, step in, men, all right? No, yeah, this way, okay? That's not a good habit to get into, all right? I don't think that's connected to the result of your grading. your strikes aren't quite sort of like this one here, for example. You stop, you know, it doesn't look so much like you're really aiming for the men, so just be a bit aware of that. Right, so we want a bit more, bash my microphone there. We want smoother footwork here, right? You see this when you're going after hitting? Dun, 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 no. Spam, yeah? Sound, yeah? Dun, 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 no, yeah? Okay? Okay, so look, it's not so much an issue with the other person's distance. I know it feels that way, right? I know it feels that way. It feels that way because your strike's far too late. Okay, so is this moving? Yeah, it's okay. Right, so we look at your actual strike. You said the distance fine, all right? But you see how the strike you made, there's no humikomi here. You've not done any humikomi, all right? You just kind of sort of jump as you hit, all right? And made a really strong, large swing with the shinai, which of course not gonna make it there in time, all right? So if what you really needed to do is from this point, from here you should have leapt forward in the humikomi, like you did with the kirikaishi, so I know you can do it, right? And hit the men, yeah? Without anything else, just from there, men, right? But because you kind of hesitated a bit and then made a big swing with the shinai, he was already coming at you, okay? Okay. See how the left foot is on the left heel is flat on the floor a lot as well here, like this? That's gotta go. That's gotta go, all right? No left heel on the floor. It's not allowed. Okay, also, I want you to stop bouncing your hands, man, this way, yeah? Man, not man, this way, okay? Okay, look, you're not doing too bad here, right? But I think for you to get second, and certainly for you to get Ikkyu, you're gonna need to figure out this humikomi. All right, the humikomi you're doing in the kirikaishi is absolutely fine. It's fine, but it's not there in your keiko, right? I mean, it's sort of slightly there here, just as I said that. But it's not really humikomi, right? You're just sort of stamping with your right foot, which isn't what humikomi is. Yeah, you know, you have to launch from the left leg, right? So it's not really kentai no ichi. And then after hitting, everything sort of goes out the window. You see what I mean? Like, kind of hit and then everything sort of goes, whoa, sort of, you know, like this, yeah? So you have to sharpen up your footwork. You have to really focus on your footwork. I can't stress enough how important it is until the grade of 5th dan to focus on your footwork. All right? I really can't. It took me too long to realize that, right? So I had to work mega hard when I got Yondan, right? Because my footwork was rubbish, right? It's not great now, but it was really bad, right? It's so important. See, that was good as well, right? This is a good timed strike. And, you know, there's an attempt for humikomi there, but it's not good enough, all right? This is a good strike. But then afterwards, you kind of get stuck, all right? Because your footwork is sort of not backing you up after the strike. Yeah? Let's watch it again. Watch your footwork here. Left foot flat on the floor again. Then here, and then there's this kind of stuff here. Nice and smooth, bit more relaxed, yeah? After hitting. You just made a good men strike. You shouldn't end up in Super Zeriai, yeah? So, So you're lacking Zanshin in this case as well. Okay. Look, you're going in the right direction here. Definitely going in the right direction. But this sort of stuff has to go. All right. Left heel down flat on the floor. Hands over the head like this. It's got to go. It's got to go. All right. Nice, sharp, smooth footwork. Control your body weight. Nice one, long shinsa. Okay. All right. We're just seeing the same stuff over and over again. So, okay, let's move to your second one. Okay. So this time you're facing the camera, okay? Okay. Okay, you're exaggerating this too much, all right? It doesn't need to be like this, all right? It's not a march, yeah? Don't worry too much about it. Overall, I think you just need to relax a bit more, all right? Just chill a bit, all right? Just a little bit more. Just relax a bit more. Okay? You are definitely on the right track. I don't need to see the whole kick, actually. Let's have a look at the rest. You're definitely on the right track here, right? I definitely think you're going to go in the right direction. You're going to do well. But we need to sort these things out, all right? This is the opponent you said was a bit more experienced than you. Okay. But it doesn't matter, right? Doesn't matter. What it is you just don't have the footwork in place, all right? You just don't have the footwork in place to respond to him. Yeah, so when he steps in, you kind of freeze a little bit, and then your footwork's not ready to back you up. And then, of course, your strikes are late. Yeah? Okay, so this sort of stuff shouldn't be happening either, right? And this isn't your fault. This you just don't know any better. But see this massive, all right, this massive distance between the two of you, and now you sort of slowly come back together like this. Like, there should be some willingness to fight here, right? You know what I mean? Like, so turn around, he's over the other side, get over there. Let's get back into this. See what happened there? Do you see when you got hit? Let's see what happened just before. This. Dun, dun, dun. There it is. There it is. Yeah? There it is. Just as you get hit, impossible to respond. Okay? Okay. You want to go over to him. Show your willingness to fight him. Yeah? So, the thing is, I think, right. Here's the other thing. We need to sort out this footwork. Alright, I think I've stressed that enough. But I think you're focusing a little bit too much on hitting his Borga with Doshinai. So it's like, and then everything stops. And then you're just like, awkward. Yeah? It's not a complete Yuko Datotu. Yeah? Start, middle, finish. Has to have all three. Yeah? Yeah! Man! Next one. Yeah? Your techniques don't really have that. It's like you're just trying to hit out as men. See what I mean? It's not the same. Okay? It's not right. It's missing that. The thing is, right, here, and this is super important, it's not just for you, it's for everybody listening, right? Right? Kendo is not a game of hitting people's Borg with the shinai, all right? It's not that. You have to do so much more, and those things that are additional to that are so important, and they are what distinguish you from being sort of successful in your Kendo journey and not. Yeah. So you really have to, I really encourage you, and everybody who's had feedback today, and anyone else out there that's playing at a similar level, please just go and do some more Mitori Geiko on YouTube. All right? And go and watch the higher level Kendo, the Japanese Kendo, right? And ask yourself, does it look like the videos that you've seen today, right? And find what's different and try to make your Kendo more like that, yeah? Because you have to move your strikes towards becoming complete Yuko Datotsu with a proper beginning, Chudan no Kamae, distance, Hase, yeah, to some extent, Seme, and middle, strike, man, Shinai Sabaki, Ash Sabaki, Tai Sabaki is sort of in there as well, but it's more Kikentai no Ichi, right? Good Fumikomi, Fumikiri, using the hips, good Tenuchi, Suyosa to Sae, good target. Man, then end. Kime, the bit between the strike and the zanshin that connects it, yeah? Good hikitsuke, good follow through, turn, keep eye contact. Man! Kamae finish, yeah? Not, yeah. No. It's never be the Yuko Datotsu. It's not Kendo to do that, okay? So I want you to advance your understanding and appreciation of what Kendo is and what it is that we're trying to accomplish through our practice, all right? By considering that, okay? And use Mitori Geiko to develop that understanding, please. Okay? Because like, for example, you are on the right track, all right? You're doing the right thing, all right? You are, but you lack that aspect, all right? And that is what is stopping you. Like, you are not going to find this, and this is like the last video, you're not going to go away and look at a Japanese shiai of any sort of respectable level and find this kote strike. You're not going to find it, all right? Because it's not the right way to do it, okay? And I'm not going off at you that sent this. You don't know. That's why you've sent the video, all right? But it's my job to tell you, okay? So I want the best for you. I really do. I really want you to improve, and I really want everybody who sent videos in for their Kendo to progress in the right direction, all right? And it can. But you have to understand that. It's so important. Okay, your men himo too long as well. You need to cut them. Okay, and now we are at the end. Okay, so that's it. All right, yeah, I want you to develop that Fumikomi. I want you to think more about the full criteria of the Yuko Datotsu, the valid strikes. All right, and I want you to think about making sure you don't put your left heel down on the floor. It's a bit of a running theme today. Developing correct and accurate footwork. It is such a big deal. It really is, and it really makes a big difference, and it helps connect all of those points together in the valid strike, in the Yuko Datotsu. So it really does matter. All right, it really does. All right, so I really want you to pay attention. I really want you to do the Mitori Geiko. Try and understand what the correct version of what you're trying to do looks like, and try to emulate that as well. All right, thank you very much everyone for sending videos in today. I hope it's been useful. I really do. If you'd like to send in a video for a submission for this, please upload it to YouTube. You can set the setting to unlisted, and email it to me at mail@KendoStar.com, and I will definitely cover it for you. Okay, thank you everyone for sending in. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and most importantly, shop at KendoStar, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.